Hey
Good
Tina,
evening,
did you know
everyone,
we're moving to Florida?
and welcome to this week's episode of London's Burning. Armand, you lose an XP point. Literally, the first thing I said to you before we went live was shut the fuck up. Don't interrupt the storyteller. What's the first thing he does when we start? Interrupt the fucking storyteller like a cunt. Well, now that you've broken the fourth wall, no, not now that you've broken the fourth, now that you've broken the fourth wall, pissed on the bricks, shat on it, and then thrown lemonade on it. Hey, Dark Scarlet, I'm sorry the other day if I woke you up. Hey, Vancouver by Night, I fucking love you. Hey, Star Helix, you're also loved. Heavy Bob, it's a real privilege. I love you as well, believe it or not. And Gehenna Gaming, I'm a big fan of what you do. We automatically host you because the shit you do is amazing. Anyway, shit goes down in this. Oh yeah, shit goes down in this game. We like drama in the game, not outside of the game. Don't be a massive cock. They're allowed to be a massive cock inside of the game, but it's strictly in the game. If you're of a sensitive disposition, you're probably going to hate this shit. With that bollocks said, welcome to the Chronicle London's Burning, a story set in the city of Oxford about a group of vampires and kindred society reeling from the exodus and loss of London. Tonight, we are joined by the Camarilla Bruja Armand, portrayed by Nitro Typat. Please do a rouse check to awaken from your torpor state. You're getting hungry tonight. The camera, the Banu Hakim Blood Scholar, the sensational Cedra, portrayed by the magnificent Miss Hartz. Please do a rouse check to awaken from your torpor state. Excellent. And last but never least, of course, he's our arsehole, Xavier Long, portrayed by Tina. Please do a rouse check to awaken from your torpor state. You're getting hungry tonight. I'll teach you to interrupt me. Thank you, Gehenna. This week we start on the other side of the city. Cedra has spent the day sleeping outside of her own haven and has awoken. She is alone. The owner, who is like a sister to her, has had to go out for work. Cedra is perusing a bookshelf at the place. Her eyes scan over the books. They're all in an order that she remembers perfectly. In between two thick books is an unmarked leather-bound novel. Cedra reaches out, takes a book off the shelf. Moments later, there is a knock at the door.
Is there a keyhole door? No, what's that called? Look through?
No.
I ignore the knock, but I do put the book back on the shelf.
Okay. There is a knock at the door again.
I continue to ignore the knock.
Well, this is going to go really well. Should I just go to the next scene then if you're going to ignore it?
Okay, fine. Since the person won't stop knocking, even though it's not my own damn house, I open the door the tiniest crack.
Cedra, you contacted me to keep something safe for you?
Who am I talking to?
You can't see, you only opened it a crack. Fuck with me, I'll fuck with you back.
No one should know. I'm saying this in character. No one should know that I'm here.
You contacted me. You had me send someone to break into a car, take a particular book off the back seat, bring it to you. Now you want me to keep it safe because you're worried about keeping it here? You said it once belonged to someone in your coterie, a doctor, and he won't be missing it?
I walk out of the door and check to make sure it's not going to lock behind me and close it behind me.
Okay.
As long as it doesn't lock.
Yeah, that's fine. You can put it on a latch.
Okay. So I'm standing
yourself?
in the hallway. I have not. Do I recognize this person?
Yes, this is the contact you made at the masquerade ball.
Wasn't she a crime scene lab person? What are they called?
Forensic investigator.
I take the book from her.
No, it's your book. This is the book you were just perusing for in the house you were in, or flat.
Oh. So what was the last thing she said?
Have you read it yourself?
No, I haven't been given the opportunity yet. But I'm sorry, my memory is going bad. I actually can't recall asking you to get that book for me.
You have the book yourself. You said you were worried about keeping it here. You said it seemed safe at first, but this book on the origin of the species, so to speak, was a little dangerous to keep here. And I was happy to keep it safe for you. But you'll have to be able to come back and get it, in case the Camarilla come a-knocking.
So you're coming to pick it up?
Yes. You thought it was safer in my hands rather than keeping it here. Which is a very wise idea, I must say, Cedra.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time recalling this conversation.
Is it safe to talk here?
Come in. And I open the door and let her in.
She follows you in. What an interesting place. It's not even sunproof.
Thank you, Discord. Yeah, it's not mine. So when did we have this conversation?
You contacted me earlier in the week, said you needed me to keep a book of nods safe.
How did I contact you?
The usual method.
My usual method is to stop by.
This was dead drop. Are you feeling okay? You've read the book,
No,
haven't you?
I'm feeling a little under the weather. Not yet.
You need to be careful with that book. It contains aspects that could affect you.
I think for now, I would like to keep it so that I do have the chance to read it. So I appreciate your offering to keep it safe for me, but I'm not ready to hand it over.
As you wish. In that case, I shall take my leave of you.
Do me a favor. Don't come back to this place again. It's not safe.
That's why you wanted me to take the book in the first place, I thought, but okay.
This place isn't safe for you.
Fair enough. Later on, once more across the city, little transformer, flash and logo. In the Coterie Haven, Cedra and Armand have met together to discuss their thoughts on the Ripper. They share their monthly blessing out that the cult of Mithras has supplied them. They're sat together quietly in the basement. A wooden box is open on the table before them. It contains enough vitae for them to each take a sip and receive their bloody communion.
It's like the social distancing version of church.
Yeah.
Will they know if
Nope,
we
not
don't
gonna
take
touch
it?
Probably.
You'll know.
Yeah.
You are bloodbound. You are, if you wish to, you don't have to take it.
Amon looks like he hesitates a little bit, but he picks it up and drinks it. Because Amon's hungry.
You may slake one hunger.
Thank goodness.
Cedra goes ahead and does this.
You may also slake one hunger, and you both increase
No.
your blood bond to Mithras by 1.
Yay, can't wait for him to flick me in the back of the head again. So, I guess since it's just the two of us and Tina or Xavier's not around, the conversation I was trying to get to in the car the other night before, I don't know, something, my mind slipped and I stopped talking about it. But there's a common denominator between every Cult of Mithras member, and it just gestures at the box that the Vitae came in. And we all know, I mean, I know that we haven't really been experiencing any sort of blood bond that we know about. Because, right, storyteller, I like, even though we're blood bonded, because we don't know who we're blood bonded to, we don't really feel it like we would normally.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Amon
Just
wouldn't have
making
figured it
sure.
out by now.
Well, I mean, we don't know if where Mithras is, if they're alive still, like the cult thinks they are. So if we're blood bonded to him, we wouldn't know it until we're in his presence and been like, oh my god, yes, Mithras, of course, Mithras. But yeah, we have a common denominator with every member, and if the Ripper's going after these cult members, then maybe it's because there is some kind of blood bond.
Do you think the Ripper would be blood bonded? Can you blood bond an abomination? I guess you could.
He might not be blood bonded, but he could be craving the particular taste, if you will.
But how would he know?
I mean, remember back when, whatever, it just depends on whatever type of vampire embraced him to begin with. Remember back when we met the chef, he could tell what we were just by how we smelled.
True. And the Ripper appears to be very old. So, quite possibly very powerful. I also wonder, I've never experienced this. If people are blood bonded to the same kindred, is there some sort of other connection to be able to find each other? Is there Mithras-dar?
I don't know. I mean, it is kind of weird that even among people that are in the cult, we don't often know who's a part of it. Like, how we figured out Pandora's part of
That's
it.
true. We do have masks and stuff in all of the meetups, too, so... But so if the Ripper is an abomination, it appears to be human at some point.
Are Guru ever human fully? Aren't they somewhat born into it?
I thought they had a human form.
Well, they have a human form, yes, but they're still technically Guru. They are
But that's
embraced
what I
like we are.
mean. Would the Ripper have a human form and we have met them, perhaps at one of our Mithras ceremonies, and didn't know it?
Mm. Just depends on, I mean, with the word like abomination, who knows what kind of transformation they've gone under because of the whole different bloods interacting.
It's so uncommon. There's so many unknowns.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, you hear
I
Xavier
wouldn't-
downstairs whistling.
Where's Daddy at?
I'm literally right here. Go in there with your sister, okay?
Mom,
Fuck off, small child.
where's Mommy?
She's in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. She went to the store, and I've already texted her, like, where the fuck are you?
She went to the store for some cigarettes.
That's just
You
weird.
You two are early.
Yeah, I had to do some personal stuff.
That reminds me, I need to make a phone call.
Interesting.
So I go over to the desk, phone, dial a number.
It rings and is picked up by your contact, the smuggler. Shidra, hi!
Sammy. I was wondering if you could help me with something. Not
want a
something
schmuck
to
and a
get, some
pancake?
information. I know I said I would never ask you about how you get things, and I'm still not. But we ran into, it looked like a smuggling operation to bring exotic animals into Oxford. And I'm trying to get more information on who might have arranged that.
Hi,
Do you
yeah,
have
I've heard
any
of this.
ideas?
I'm not going to be able to keep the accent up and a straight face.
Yeah, please no.
Would you prefer Welsh?
I don't. Oh.
But
What
these
about
animals
that
are being
New York
smuggled
accent
in
you were
from
doing?
various places outside of the valleys. Mostly North Africa, I've noticed. Things like jackals and hyenas. Private collections, apparently. Few zoo animals. Not all are strictly speaking legal, of course. But they seem to belong to a couple of different organizations. A church is one of them, I think. That's all I've heard.
Why would a church be smuggling exotic animals?
I know, it's really weird, isn't it? Although there are these really outlandish places, mostly, outside of Europe, where they have live tigers. And now there's this one place, in Africa, I think, in fact, where they have live snakes and they bite them. And it's just to prove that, they have God with them. It's all a massive con, of course, because they've been devenomed.
They do that in America too. Do you have any way to get in touch with who imported them or who might have hired someone to import them?
I wish I did, because they've done such a bloody good job of hiding themselves in their trail. I really wish I could do that myself. Puts me to shame. I couldn't smuggle something like that from Africa and have it completely untraceable. The only reason I know it's coming from Northern Africa is because of the word I've heard on the streets. The word is Africa.
It's a good word. This wouldn't be maybe the Muslim region of Africa. Would you know?
I'm afraid I don't. I mean, it's Northern Africa. It doesn't level it down much, I know, but isn't that mostly a Muslim area?
Yeah, there is a lot. Okay, well, if you end up finding out any more information about this church that's smuggling in exotic animals, give me a ring here.
Certainly. You'll be the first to know if I know anything.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye now.
Have a good night.
Having overheard just animals in general, Xavier will speak up, talking to Amon. You know, we probably should have kept one of those. Probably could have skinned it and put a nice rug down here on the floor.
I mean, can you imagine what else they had in there? You said that there was a hyena, right? There were bigger boxes.
Did I say? Caesar looked in that box. I have no idea what they would have been in the other box. You know what, though? Good idea. We could have skinned the guy and kept him in here.
It add to the ambience.
Yeah, we could have played past. Maybe, yeah. Gutted him and kept it. You know what? That would have been a good gift to the doctor when he ever comes back.
Yeah. He would have really enjoyed that.
Yeah, so who was that, Cedra?
I have contacts too.
Oh.
I have people who get things.
I figured, you know, since I just threw Harry around for a long time, you guys would share it once in a while.
Do you ever have a reason to smuggle in exotic animals?
You know what? I've never really thought about it. Nobody's really asked me.
Yeah, the one I got isn't really exotic. I mean, so I didn't really have to, I don't know, I kind of had to smuggle it, I guess.
You practically have a
Not that
Galapagos.
kind of exotic.
You practically have a Galapagos tortoise. It's
Toidle.
Yeah.
It's an alligator snapping turtle, thank you. And it's from the American Southeast.
So it's imported. It's Take a look around. Look where we are.
Well, if you ever need any help getting any items that are hard to acquire, I can help you out.
Yeah, that's actually relatively helpful.
Yeah.
Especially not just for us, but if we need to bargain anything.
Yeah.
True, I hadn't thought of that.
I guess while we're on the topic of contacts, Cedra, I need to tell you something.
Hmm?
So, I'm Anard. You know this. You've met Lance. And it's no secret that I'm hunting my sire.
Not to us, no.
I've been offered help, but in order to gain that help, I have to do something that I'm not quite sure you'll be on board with.
Okay. What would that be?
I have to find the location and retrieve the Keeper of Elysium. The true Keeper of Elysium.
Okay. Are you stealing this person? Kidnapping this person?
It'd pretty much be a jailbreak.
Yeah. At this point, I'm unsure. Do I think that he would willingly be kept in secret? I have no. Do I think he was kidnapped? I have no idea. So both? I guess there's still a lot more to be desired as far as information goes, but I'm at a point where I don't know how else to progress, and I'm going to need help.
So you get this person and you get information about your sire?
Yeah. Yeah. Consider it a boon. I'm doing a favor. I mean, okay. The Keeper of Elysium, Francis, is Anard. He's a symbol to them beyond my comprehension, but apparently I've been charged with this search and rescue mission. So we believe.
If he is being kept against his will, the right thing to do would be to release.
Told you it would work on her.
Yeah, so
What?
my problem, I talked with Isaac the other night. I have suspicion they're using his blood. Seen that special bottle that Pandora drinks out of?
But wouldn't
So
that
there's-
bloodline them to him?
That's
Maybe.
true.
But maybe that's the point. Somebody this old, though, probably offers quite a bit of benefits. And who cares if you're blood bonded to somebody when they're locked in a cage miles away? The blood in Elysium shipped in from a place called the circulatory system. I don't know where it's brought in from. I don't know where it's brought into. It's something I would love to talk to Isaac more about. But I feel like, if anything, that's a good place to start. I'm just unsure how we would infiltrate without Isaac's help.
That little chuckle
What
was
are you
in
thinking?
character.
What'd you say, Cedra?
What are you thinking?
Well, honestly, I didn't think I'd get this far. I think we need to gather intel. The more information we have on what's inside, the better off we are. But obviously, somebody this high priority isn't going to be out in the open. So, and I don't think that just getting in somebody inside is going to do enough justice. God, I hate that word. So I think a start would be to talk to Isaac and try to, I don't know, get inside. We should find somebody to be on our side that knows that place. I don't know if we should ghoul somebody or persuade them in some way. There's a lot of different options. I'm still kind of new to the whole InfoSec and Black Ops side of Kindred Lifestyle. So,
Well, we have been invited to Elysium to see the crowning appointment of the new Seneschal. We can scope things out and do a plan then.
I've already scoped it out. I proceed. I'm going to say it this way because it's going to be hard to RP because I can't remember exactly. I proceed to tell them precisely where that door was, Shiver, that I saw when I was looking when I left.
It's behind the bar.
That's what I thought. I didn't want to say it wrong. Seems suspicious. Be a great place to look into.
How in the
But,
world are we going to get back there?
Dolores comes down into the office. Guys, and Cedra. It's a really weird voice coming from the guest room. The one with the weird painting?
That can't be good.
Yeah, let's go check that out.
I give a to Amon. No way.
No way, what?
Let's go.
If we're wrong, you don't want to know.
I turn to
And I
Cedra,
follow.
Malkavian Network, and walk up the stairs.
I follow him.
Can they do that?
I gotta
Follow
hope not.
upstairs too.
Heading straight into the guest room?
I
Yeah,
see.
head
Xavier's
into the
going
guest room.
first, so
Everything
I'll go
is in
first, yeah.
spick and spam order. with that painting hanging over the bed.
I stand right in front of that painting and stare at it. I don't say a word. I just stare at it in disappointment.
Guys! I'm so glad you made it. I have something really
Oh
important to
God.
Daddy.
It's not playing for me.
Oh, it didn't play for you.
I didn't hear it.
I'd look back at Cedra with that look of,
Guys! I'm so glad you made it. I have something really important to tell you.
Miss Hearts that's feedbacking through your speakers.
Oh, sorry.
So he tells us he has something really important to tell us and then just stops talking? Or do we have to interact with him?
Yeah. I look up at the painting. Yes, Kalo, we hear you.
Xavier.
Big sigh. I'll take a step back. All right, somebody nicer than me has got to talk to this fucking thing.
I don't even move. I just look at Cedra. I'm like, it's not going to be me.
Oh God. Okay. Out of character, I'm actually trying to figure out how to keep the noise from coming out of my speakers and still be able to hear it, so I'm stalling.
You'll just have to actually manually mute after you're done talking. Just hover the mouse over it and click back and forth.
Not as easy as it sounds because I changed something I shouldn't have.
Oh.
If I mute it, I won't be able to hear it. Okay, fine. Maybe if I do it this way. Okay. Kalo?
No. Don't open it. Don't open it. No, wait. That one isn't for you. Ignore that. Don't worry about that.
So, and I'm looking up at the painting, oddly, as I'm saying this. So what is for us?
It's an abomination.
The Ripper is an abomination. We figured that out already. Thank you.
Is there anything else really important you want to ask me? I have so many answers.
How do we find the Ripper?
I'm sorry. Kalo can't come to the phone right now. But if you'd like to leave your name and message, I'll get back to you at some point. You know, within the next
Do we all
millennium.
hear this?
Or two. Or maybe that was milliseconds? I'm not really too clear on the whole time thing right now. It's
Kalo, I was
little
being
wonky.
nice.
But
Don't-
anyway, I will totally get back to you at some point. Maybe. Oh, right, after the beep. Right. Beep! Oh, sorry. That was supposed to be me pressing a button for that. Right, that wasn't actually supposed to be the... Right. 1 second.
God. Kalo. Am I saying this? Kalo, answer the goddamn phone.
We have to leave a message.
What the hell are we gonna say?
Fuck off, Xavier.
Okay, I heard that. I'm gonna speak now. Kalo, I don't know how you can hear us, but hi. I hope it's fun on the other side. We got your note. Sorry you died, and your dog. I'm not talking about the kid. Fuck that kid. Yeah, you were gonna tell us about the Ripper, but since then we found out what it is. So, yeah, I guess if there's any insight you can give us on how to defeat this thing, that would be great. Maybe.
Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
Okay. I look at Amon.
As helpful as usual.
This was the best idea we've ever had. Because if he can talk through that painting, and some motherfuckers in here feeding, that's amazing.
Fuck off, Xavier.
I guess it was good to hear from you, Kayla. But yeah, please try and come back with something helpful that we don't already know. I'm surprised. I was expecting there to be a retort, a retort back to Amon.
No, you said goodbye. What more?
How do we hang up? Is this whole thing recording?
He said goodbye, so I think you're safe to go.
Yeah, he said.
I just I throw my hands up in the air.
That was thrown on the ground.
Yeah, I throw my hands up in the air and start to leave the room, and I flip off the painting as I leave.
Daddy?
Okay, Kalo. Bye. I say and walk out.
Kind of wish,
Okay, I love you, bye-bye.
kind of wish Isaac was here tonight for that. He probably would have gotten a kick out of it.
Yeah, Isaac would have loved that.
No, hold on, because we would still be at the It's an Abomination.
Oh, you know, if we ever need to distract Isaac to get something done really quick, we could just send him up into the guest room to talk to Kayla.
Although this kind of sounded like a pre-recorded answering machine message, so were we really talking to him? He sent a message to the painting somehow?
Think about what you the
I'd
fuck
still be
you just
fascinated
said.
by it.
Think about what the fuck you just said.
Which
We
part?
already didn't understand what this motherfucker was saying when he was living. Now Malkavian is dead and talking to us through a painting on a recorded message, and you're fucking surprised?
No, not really.
Yeah, I didn't think so. All right, so I hate this. Either we take this down to the office,
No.
or I'm with you. I don't like saying this.
No, I don't
Or
want
we
this in the office.
And we tell Dolores this may wake her up, and she needs to come tell us.
I think she'll be okay with that.
Problem we might have is Dolores might actually start regularly having conversations with this guy because she doesn't have any friends.
Fuck.
I think we should take this to the office.
Just hold on a second. Is it in the room that she was sleeping in, or I thought it was in
No, it's the guest
one
room. It's in the guest room.
Yeah.
But it's next to her room. He could probably just keep
Yeah,
going,
you can
hello,
hear it.
hello,
I mean,
hello,
she's the
hello.
one that heard it, so yeah.
Well, I guess I technically have the bar that I can go to just to not listen to him anymore. So if it's in the
Look-
office, I guess I don't mind too much.
I'll do you one better. If he starts to rattle off, we can put him in the fucking isolation.
Why don't we just put him in there to begin with?
Of Xavier.
He doesn't like when I have good ideas.
Because then we won't hear him if he has a message.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But we could use that as a bargaining tool. Because if he is actually able to communicate through that painting, if we put him in there, he'll realize nobody can hear him. So
True.
we might be
And
able
then he'll get lonely.
we might be able to force some sense into him. Probably not, but again, a bargaining chip. I don't know.
Fuck off, Xavier.
I know. Put him above the fireplace downstairs. That has no fire ever.
We'll see how this goes.
I reach up and take the painting down because he keeps saying "fuck off, Xavier."
I love the fact that we're gonna have to walk through the busy bar just to go downstairs carrying this painting.
With this guy on the toilet.
Yeah.
Actually, do we have that picture to repost and
Oh, I already put it. I already
did
did.
you?
Yeah.
So you head down through the bar with the stunning artwork. Where did you say you wanted to place it? In the office?
Yeah, I said fireplace. I'm sure we have a nice office, so I'm sure there's like a mantle and everything, but nothing, it doesn't keep lit. So
Yeah.
I would take everything off and put them above the fucking mantle.
Cool.
Can we put like a drapery over it or something?
Go for it. You feel like the drapery is going to keep them from talking?
No, but I just don't want to look at it all day.
The
Nice.
painting is pretty great.
But as you move, his eyes follow you.
He's wearing sunglasses.
They still follow you.
What would you like to do now?
Let's hold off.
Okay.
Do we need to go to this? Is the Seneschal thing tonight? Nailed it.
Yes.
Been making a huge mess.
I feel like we would probably prepare to go to that.
Yeah.
Stop by Dolores. Dolores, have you heard from Mo?
Who?
Okay, thank you. Keep walking.
Dolores is just looking really confused. Getting to the car?
Yeah.
Into the car.
Anything you wish to discuss on your drive? So, Coterie, park up near Elysium. Head out of the car and are disarmed on their way in. They ensure no prying mortal eyes are watching them as they locate the secret entrance into Elysium. They descend down the wrought iron staircase into the Elysium proper. Tonight, Elysium is fairly crowded. The constable himself is working the crowd, watching out for any wrongdoers. He notices Xavier entering Elysium and stares at him for a slightly uncomfortable amount of time before going back to walking among the crowd. The Nosferatu infest at least 2 tables, all talking among themselves, with Back at the head of the table, pushed together lengthwise. Kalal sits with Pandora in her scarlet light-bathed booth. They seem in a polite conversation. Lorvan sits with Vesh and Black Rose. Black Rose seems to be quietly listening to their conversation, though it is obvious she is physically restraining herself from becoming more involved between them. Bjorn is in a discussion with Okami and Marcus Aeneas. They seem quite immersed as Okami speaks and Marcus translates for them both.
Hey, real quick, who was staring at me hard?
Constable.
The constable.
Where are you going?
I would stand as close to Cedra as possible.
Yeah, I'll stay with the group too.
I go to the bar and get a drink.
Everyone grabbing a drink?
Yes.
Yes.
Barman reaches under, pours you out all. A tumbler's full. Vitae, you may all slake one hunger.
I cheers him on and say, here's to drinking somebody else's blood. After the talk we just had.
Yeah.
Actually, guys, what would you think about stepping out for a second and coming right back in?
Care to share
I
why?
guess.
Not in here.
Okay, let's go.
I lead them outside.
Amon just throws back his drink and then follows Cedra.
Yeah.
I leave my drink there, hoping it'll be there when we come back.
I shoot mine too. Roja.
You're supposed to drink it, Xavier, not shoot it. You can't
Better
use
hurry.
guns on everything.
We're in a hurry.
Yeah. Outside. I find the closest secluded spot I can find. Hold up the brand and a lighter.
I'll put a.
That
I'll
way
put
we
a
can
arm
talk
out.
inside.
Oh wait. No, I do the neck one. I've got so many things on my arms. I can't really just pull my sleeve up just to reveal some skin.
You could do your calf muscle.
True.
I don't think it really matters.
Brand
No, it
does.
doesn't.
You do. Still
One
look-
superficial
now-
damage to
yeah,
Armand.
I take it too.
One superficial damage to Xavier.
You do realize that a little bit suspicious. We walked in and walked the fuck back out.
Suspicious? Kindred? No.
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys walk in just fine. I gotta walk in with the constables fucking staring at me like I got tits hanging out.
I will
Touche.
pretend I take off my hat to leave my hat in the car, that I didn't want to take it in. So I'd leave my hat in the car and head back inside.
Elysium is still busy. Do you need to run down?
I go
on
to see
who
if my
is-
drink's still at the bar.
Oh, that's gone.
I'll admit I was
Typical
doing
bar.
something on trying to find something. So yes, I would like a rundown again, please.
The constable is walking through the crowd, making sure everyone is behaving themselves nicely. The Nosferatu infest at least 2 tables, all talking among themselves, with back at the head of the tables, pushed together lengthwise. Kalal sits with Pandora at her scarlet light bathed boot. That was difficult the second time as well. They seem in polite conversation. Lorvand sits with Besh and Black Rose. Black Rose seems to be quietly listening to their conversation, though it is obvious she is physically restraining herself from becoming more involved between them. Bjorn is in a discussion with Okami and Marcus Aeneas. They seem quite immersed, as Okami speaks and Marcus translates for them both.
Oh, that makes more sense. Okay. Anybody here you all want to talk
Are there
to?
any
There
empty
is my
tables?
crowd.
Oh yeah, that's a few.
First, I look behind the bar and mentally say to Xavier, where is it?
I mentally say back right there.
Where?
You're looking behind the bar. Does she see it? Does she see the door?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
she'll
see it,
see.
do I?
You'll see a stone alcove.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. So who do we want to eavesdrop on? I say this mentally to both of them.
My reply is the Nosferatu.
Without getting a reply from Aman, I head over to a table by the Nosferatu.
I'll follow her. I was trying to think of. Yeah, I'll just follow her over.
You want to listen on the Nosferatu?
Yeah.
That's going to require wits and awareness at difficulty 5.
For all of us?
Whoever's listening in on the Nosferatu.
I think that's all of us.
I'll give it a shot. I'll let Caesar roll first, though.
Deep breath.
Oh.
Okay.
Cedric got a 5, but I'm gonna leave
Messy.
it because I can only reroll one dice anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
So,
Yeah, go fuck
Xavier,
yourself. Yeah.
as he tries to listen in, failing, because you can't hear the Nosferatu secrets as much as you desperately try. It really angers you. Your beast rises to the surface, your blood begins to boil, and you seethe with anger. For the remainder of the scene, you'll be suffering from the rebellion compulsion. You take a stand against whatever or whomever you see as the status quo in a situation, whether that's Cedra as a
Great.
leader, a viewpoint expressed by a potential vessel, or just a task you were supposed to do at the moment. Consider you've gone against orders or expectations, perceived or real. You suffer a 2 dice penalty to all your rolls.
Great.
Normally, whatever. We're in Elysium though, so this should be interesting.
Yeah.
A rebellious anarch in Elysium. Fun.
Mm-hmm.
Cedra,
And I'm about to get a
however,
messy critical.
does manage to listen in on at least some of the conversation. She understands that Nosferatu were talking and realizing that they know tonight is going to be the Seneschal revealing, and they suspect that a new Harpy has been revealed as well.
Oh boy.
Unfortunately, Cedra, intent on listening in to more information, desperate to hear any names, moves in a little bit too close, trips up, and winds up falling flat on her face in front of absolutely everybody there, and takes
Oh, fuck.
two superficial willpower damage.
Oh.
I
Armand.
will walk over.
Armand,
Yes.
straining his ears, trying to listen it in, can't hear jack shit.
As soon
I
as Cedra
pick him-
falls over, I go over to reach out to help her up.
I pick myself up, do a ta-da, and bow.
You get lots
I
of strange
immediately
looks from the
switched-
Nosferatu.
I
You know when a
immediately
cat
just changed from like
falls off the table and then looks around as if it was your fault? That's what they're doing.
I immediately go from hey, you need some help to kind of clapping a little bit. Like, yeah, good job.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I say to Cedra in her head, is that worth it?
So apparently, I say back to both of them, there's going to be a new Harpy as well as a new Seneschal.
What about the old
You
one?
just good.
Was there an old one? I don't know. I didn't hear anything about it.
You remember the old how do I say this without being a complete fucking asshole? You know the old annoying lady that our old Tory friend used to fucking hate, the one that yapped a bunch, acted like she was hot shit.
How am I not remembering this? I'm
She's the
having
one
some
that did
severe
Kim
memory
Fahassi.
problems tonight. I'm saying this in character.
She was the one. This is out of character. She was the one that did the announcement originally for one of our things that we did, and then when she came in and was doing the announcement about the Tremere War, that's when Buren told her back the fuck up. I don't know if she was a Harpy. I know at one point she was trying to be a Harpy. I assume trying and being one is
Oh,
kind of
Black
the same
Rose?
thing.
I'm assuming that's
Yes.
the one
There you
that
go.
is- Yeah, but she wasn't
She
on
wasn't
a
Toreador.
Harpy already. And she's not
She's
Toreador.
been true.
Then true. Yeah.
Mhm.
What she was trying to be a Harpy, or she was a Harpy?
She was
Same thing,
trying.
right?
She's trying.
Trying to be.
So that may be the announcement of her being the
Yeah.
Harpy. maybe. I'd say in everybody's head, you guys think Lorvan won?
I just straight out repeat everything Xavier says to Amon.
Cool. Because I was like, I have no way into this conversation.
Fuck you.
Well, considering we don't know what they do with the old Harpy, what if they're just moving on up and being replaced?
The old Harpy becoming the Seneschal?
Mm-hmm.
Who was the old Harpy?
I don't remember.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of character. No, it wouldn't have been Takako, was it? Or Takako's character?
No, she was Toreador
She leads the
Primogen.
She's a
Toreador.
Primogen, yeah. I was like, I remember her character being important. I just don't remember what kind of important. But yeah, Lorvan would be on my
She's
list of
technically
guesses.
sitting at that other table over there being translated.
But yeah, I'd put Lorvan up there on the list.
That's good. He owes us some shit.
Great. It's like he's really gonna look at it that way. I don't think he's blood bound to either.
I say to Cedra, then he can die too.
I did not know that. Thank you, Shiv. Would everybody else know that? So should I share? Chuckles was the old Harpy.
I didn't know that either. I thought he was the
I didn't know
Archon.
that.
That would explain why they need a new one.
Is an Archon a Harpy? Oh my god.
I mean, he literally invoked the name of the prince and called himself the Harpy, word for word, to call the scourge off from killing you all. So I can see why you.
I remember
something
that,
small
but
like
I
that.
don't. I don't remember what he
I
said.
don't remember
word for
him
word.
saying Harpy, but that doesn't. Yeah.
Just to
Yeah,
remind
I believe
everybody,
you.
Xavier fucked off and wasn't in that scene.
I mean, I believe Shiver. I just believe that I.
Yeah,
would
I just don't
forget.
remember it. Yeah, same
I
thing.
Pandora.
do remember him saying something on the prince. So.
Pandora
Mhm.
notices you all and gestures you over.
We're being summoned. I say that out loud.
Shiver, I don't
I
want to
just-
keep this. I don't go.
I just gesture after you.
I don't want to cheese it, but that's...
I start walking and then notice Xavier's not following. Come on.
I say in your head, I'm good.
I say to
Fine.
Cedra in the brand talk. Probably a bourgeois thing. I kind of get it.
Yeah, Xavier in this place is always so emo. And I lead the way over to Pandora.
So cheesy.
Ah,
Yeah, it's
Cedra.
kind of hard not to cliche it.
Kulal and I were just talking about you. Don't give me that look. I assure you it was nothing but good things. Kulal nods his head and leaves the table. I'm so glad you could make it tonight. It will prove to be quite amusing, I'm sure. Hang on. Here we go. The crowd grows silent as the constable walks into the middle of the Elysium floor. His voice carries enough authority, he doesn't even need to shout to gain silence across the room. Over the crowded hushed silence, he simply says, Kindred of Oxford, welcome. Tonight, I am pleased to announce that the titles of Harpy and Seneschal have been officially designated to new owners. It is the Harpy's duty to make these announcements usually, so with that, I yield the floor to the new Harpy. The crowd begins to clap with enthusiasm. Pandora stands up and walks into the centre of the Elysium floor.
Okay, cool.
My fellow
I say that
kindred,
out loud and start clapping.
thank you for such a warm and gracious welcome. You all know me, and from tonight, I will know all of you. Let me first of all start by saying I shall be keeping a close eye on who owes who is in and who is out. Lorvan, you are most definitely out, but you can make it up to me, I'm sure. And she gives him a little wink as the crowd laugh. I won't steal any more of your time. My fellows, you are all eager to know who the prince has chosen as Seneschal in these most trying of nights. In her great wisdom and glory, our dear Prince Jezebel has chosen Bjorn of Clan Tremere to be the new Seneschal. The crowd give a small, unenthusiastic round of applause, but mostly look at each other in confused ways. Bjorn himself
Clap lightly.
stands up, nods his head to the crowd, and is then escorted out of Elysium by the Toreador Primogen and Marcus Aeneas. Pandora says, in the middle of the floor, "A man of action over words, I suppose. Aren't we so lucky to have such a wise prince to choose a Tremere as Seneschal? I'm sure it will end amazingly well." A few nervous laughs are heard through the crowd. This is all, my beautiful undead creatures of the night. Good night. Pandora swings her arms out, graciously bows to the crowd before sliding elegantly back to her booth with a big smile on her face. She turns to Cedra and says, "I told you you'd enjoy it, didn't I?"
You
I
did.
give her a small
Congratulations.
I give her a small little applause as she sits down.
Thank you. The prince has chosen very wisely. What do you think of the new Seneschal?
Well, we haven't always gotten along with the Seneschal, so I'm holding my breath, so to speak.
On.
From what I recall, I've had very little interaction with the Baron, so I guess my Buren is what I
It's
meant.
Buren, it's different. Yeah.
Buren is what I meant.
The Seneschal has shown how wise she is. She's bought time. The Seneschal now has to coordinate the city and his clan's efforts in a war. Prince won't tolerate failure from him,
Aha.
and anything less than his full attention will result in the prince practicing her favourite method of motivation, a good old crucifixion at dawn. On the other hand, if the Seneschal doesn't focus on the war, he may find his clan destroyed from beneath his nose, and thus Clan Tremere, an annoyance at best to the prince, is removed.
Right, which makes sense. I was just trying to say that my opinion on the new Seneschal is pretty indifferent.
That is a very tactical decision on multiple accounts.
Mm-hmm.
It makes a lot of sense to me.
It's a win-win for absolutely everyone, except the Tremere, but they don't count.
Cedar just kind of shrugs, like,
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, to business. We believe we have something on the river. A kindred has been in contact with the tower. Don't ask how, that's of no concern. What matters, though, is that this contact thinks they can assist you in your investigation. They asked about your coterie specifically, and you are to meet the contact in Port Meadow Car Park. Don't go hunting for lupine.
Oh gosh. Trust
I don't
me, I
plan
don't want
to.
to.
Is Xavier not joining us tonight?
He's being moody.
Ah, a Brujar then.
That's what I said.
You know Xavier.
Then I suggested you inform him of your contact and your plan for the night.
Yep.
Thank you very much. And congratulations again.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Do take care tonight.
I plan to, knowing where we're going.
Mon, if anything
Very
happens to
luck with that
Cedra,
place.
I will hold you personally responsible.
That's fair.
In a mom's head, I say, we're just friends.
I respond back, I know.
Come on. Fuck off. Cedra.
I kind of
Have
just
a
look
pleasant
around
night.
a little bit, confused, and then I get up and walk away.
So where are you? I assume that you're going to go over and talk to Xavier.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, you said car park. How close is that to the park in Lupine Country? Is it like right outside?
Yes.
Well, at least we don't have to go into the
Parking
park. We're
lot
just
gate.
right outside. Well, we're probably still in territory, but either way, I don't like it. Yeah, go over and tell Xavier exactly what she told us. Word for word.
Oh, that explains why she was so fucking uppity. That's a word.
Uppity.
Up.
That's all, folks.
So does this mean she's going to be more of our asses than she normally was?
I think it'll probably stay the same.
Yeah. I think she's just going to be treating everybody else the way she's been treating us.
Let's hope. Can't be politics or some bullshit.
It makes sense,
Well,
though.
Yeah.
Does it?
Let's talk about this in the car.
Heading to the car then?
We're leaving. Yep.
I look to see where the constable's looking before I leave.
He's walking a crowd, looking at everything. If you start walking out, he'll probably watch you go as you go up the stairs.
Then I would stare at him too.
Is he not in the middle of the dance
I would
floor
make a
dancing
mean
like the
face. I would be
people?
like, I would just look at him.
Is he not in the middle of the dance floor dancing like they do in Bloodlines?
No.
Ah, darn.
Like a jellyfish's dad. You head out of Elysium into the warm night. A generic appearance, faceless crowd member walks up to you and returns all of your weapons. You make the short walk down the street and get into your car.
I'm gonna pause the game for just a sec. Hi, Kandu.
Hi.
Oh yeah, I can do.
Sorry, in the car. So Pandora is setting the Tremere up for failure, basically.
It
Yeah,
wasn't.
but
It's not Pandora setting him up. Setting
Or-
him up. It's the prince.
The prince is, yeah.
Yeah, but she's pretty much pulling the rest of you all into their fucking mess as it is.
Did you really not see that coming, though?
No, I did. Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Don't get involved in our war, but we're gonna make this real fucking public.
Yeah. Well,
Mm-hmm. Since
maybe
day
it'll help
one,
us find the
been,
doctor.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of the doctor, wasn't that kind of a priority for them? And now they got a Seneschal. Where's our friend?
Tremere's priority isn't necessarily each other,
Obviously.
unless it's the entire clan.
Tremere priority as themselves until the prince speaks. She's got vampire teeth in.
Teasing them young.
I don't know. You would think, as Seneschal, he would be in a position to help find the doctor. If he doesn't, I'm tempted to give him a little push.
You know, on one hand, I really want to find the doctor, but on the other hand, if we find him and he's okay, you do realize he's going to hold this over our fucking heads forever.
That's his fault for not checking in.
No, I'm
Yeah.
at the point where. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I'm not too great on Camarilla fucking politics, but Tremere don't have a primogen. And now they have
No, but now they have a Seneschal.
Now they have a Seneschal.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like becoming secretary instead of a board member.
Yeah, but you're a lot closer to the prince than you were before. And so maybe this is a little anarch talking, but you're closer to killing the prince than you were before.
I'm not sure if the Tremere would go so far as to kill the prince.
Oh, but it could cause a little chaos and Tremere.
They kind of got their own chaos thing going on at the moment.
Yeah, but why not fuck it up for everybody else? I mean, seriously.
They're
Seems like a
pretty
lot to
selfish.
juggle.
Unless it's well executed and planned.
And he'd have to get past Shabana.
He just did.
I'd say Shabana is a lot closer to the prince. And I'm very doubtful that she ever leaves her side.
No, but I bet the Seneschal pulled his weight with us. All it takes is a diversion for unsuspecting kindred to assassinate the prince to pull Shabana away for a split second.
I'm not saying I trust the Tremere, but at this point, there's not much we can really do about it either.
No, I guess on the other hand, too, we don't have a bad rapport with the Tremere. We don't have a good one either. At the very least, we're neutral. I feel like Buren has to be appreciative of us bringing him the information we had. So, I don't know.
Buren has always been suspiciously friendly to me.
Yeah.
Which makes me trust him even less.
I don't know if you should trust him less, but when two sides have historically had just horrible fucking diplomacy, when one side wants to make it good, sometimes they overdo it. There's a whole thing about how forgive your ancestors' faults, move forward. I wonder if he's doing the good deed and just trying too hard.
Even if he is, I'm not going to act like he is. I'm going to watch my back.
I feel you.
So, let's go say hi to some werewolves. Hopefully not. Who the hell meets up in this car park?
Gangrel.
Malkavians.
Well, one Malkavian.
And his painting
Smartest-
is in our office.
Oh, sorry, Traven. Smartest Malkavian we know.
New.
No, technically he's right.
I point up to the driver's seat to Amon.
Is that
It
a
was just
lorry?
yeah, I was about to say it was just a tractor trailer that we passed on the road.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
Xavier flips
No,
him
you're
off out the
fine.
window.
No.
Fuck you.
Nothing else nothing else you wish to discuss on the way? That was hard to say.
Wish people stop
Other than
asking us to drive here.
Stuff on the radio, probably not.
In that case, we'll take a quick, short break. And we'll be right back.
Oh,
Holy crap.
Mm.
See you soon.
We pick up with the Coterie arriving in the car park for Port Meadow. There are no other cars around, and standing in the car park by the meadow entrance stile is a lone female.
Are we just not close enough to see any features on her yet?
You've pulled up
I pulled
in
her
the
to
car
look like.
park and you can see the female.
Gotcha. Well, I think that's who we're looking for.
okay. Let's do this. Are we parked?
Yep.
Didn't ask you. Riker wants to. I get out of the car.
I reluctantly follow.
Xavier?
I'm reading
You
it.
got it?
No.
Yeah. Yes, I get out of the car.
I'm hoping as a group we approach her.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't. I don't want to approach her, but I'm not going to let you do it alone.
I assume you want to talk to her, Cedra, so I don't piss her off.
Do you even know who it is yet? Or are you
No,
just
but
afraid of
doesn't
pissing
matter.
everyone
Yeah.
off? Hello, I say as we walk up.
She looked at you. You can see her picture in the in Discord. She looks at you and she says, "Hello, my name is Naughty Gray. I was sent by Lamia.
I'm sorry,
I
sent by
heard
who?
that you're
Lamia.
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 I heard that you're investigating some. You're investigating the Ripper. I come here because I have something or someone who may be able to help you with your investigation.
Is it you?
That would be wonderful.
It's me, sort of. It's really someone I know. Perhaps you heard of him, or you may have met him. I heard that there was a
I look at
ball a while
Amon.
ago. I heard there was a ball a while ago, and you met a person named Mercy Gray.
Amon crosses his arms and says, "Yeah, we've met him."
Are you Mercy
Yeah,
Gray?
No, I'm not Mercy Gray. I'm Natty Gray.
We know how this
Gotcha.
works.
So is there someone somewhere we could go to talk that's not so public?
I mean, I kind of just
Amon,
look
we
at the
know what our
car.
answer is. We know what our answer is, Teetra.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking it's a fucking werewolf. No. But I'll let you make the call.
Are you saying that out loud or thinking it?
I say it out loud.
Say it out loud. Yeah.
Don't you misunderstand? I'm normal for normal akin to normal. I'm just a what
Yeah,
they call
and
it
I'm a
kinfolk.
fucking human. I got it.
No, really. I am what they call a kinfolk. I'm not supernatural, but if I have offspring, they may become werewolves.
So you're the baby mama.
Ew, no, this is my brother.
It was way off. We can talk in the car.
Yeah, I think going in the car is a good idea because at the same time we're standing out in the open right next to werewolf territory.
Yep.
I'm not familiar with this area, but okay. Shall we go?
I immediately turn around and start heading towards the car.
Everyone heading into the car?
I go after everyone else.
I hold the door open for her to get in the front seat.
Oh,
With the
that's what I
lock.
was going to do. Okay.
I get in.
You starting the car
As we're
going anywhere,
talking-
or are you staying stationary?
I am going to just go around a couple blocks or whatever, just drive aimlessly, just not staying anywhere near the park.
Okay. Good luck finding a block in England, but okay.
Right, that's why I changed what I said.
All right. Now that she's in the car, she changes. Not changing physically, but her attitude. She becomes more comfortable. She says, "Okay, now that we're here, Lamia has been keeping me captive for the past 2 years. Against and my brother as well. We were captured 2 years ago, along with our brother." But Lamia had been keeping me as collateral, or to get Mercy to do her bidding. And what happened to our brother? It really happened after she killed our brother.
So
She doesn't want. So Mercy doesn't want to lose both of us, and that's why he does Lamia's bidding. I want to change
gotcha.
that. And what I'm thinking is, if Mercy ever knows that I'm safe, or if he just feels that I'm safe, he won't have to do Lamia's bidding anymore. So I'm hoping you would help me to rescue Mercy. And in return, we can help you with your Ripper issue. Because I don't know if you remember, but from the ball, he told me he put on a pretty good show.
Yeah, I remember vividly.
So
Wanna
imagine
rescue
having someone like, yeah, from Lamia. Because right now, I'm able to be outside, but Mercy has to stay in. And if I go in there, she will hurt Mercy, and it goes vice versa whenever Mercy is outside.
Cedar just looks back
have
and
any
forth
questions?
from behind to Xavier.
So what the fuck do you
Rescue
expect us to do to help you?
Well, right now, Mercy is probably sedated, so that I can be outdoors. But if you rescue him or wake him up, we'll be both be together. And once he's awake, he can help us get out. Getting out would probably be much easier than getting in.
Right, but you're in our car now. We could just go take you somewhere safe now. What the fuck does that matter?
Yeah, well, that would just mean that Lamia would keep him sedated forever, or possibly kill him.
Xavier bites his tongue.
Do a rat. Oh, never mind.
Well,
Not the same way that Cedar bites her tongue.
How often do you and Mercy talk to each other?
We basically, Lamia lets us meet once a week, but we have a secret, and I'm hoping I can trust you to share this, but him being a metis, or basically a child between two werewolves, he has a gift that allows him to mentally speak to other people. He has to be someone that he knows. So we can have conversation whenever he initiates it. But we physically see each other once a week. I'm not in contact with him at the moment.
so you want us to take you to where Lamia's at, break you in, so you could be with your dear old brother.
Well, wake him up, and then he can, become a little football, or big football, and get us all out.
And kill vampires.
Just the
I'm
one
sorry.
to keep him
Okay.
captive. Just the one to keep him captive.
You know how many times we have been attacked by nameless werewolves?
We have, or he had nothing to do with that.
We don't have much of a trust for werewolves.
Well, how did he react or respond to you the first time you met him?
He was on a leash.
He was unnervingly kind.
He grew up like very much unlike most other werewolves. Him being a metis, a child between two werewolves. So he had a kind spirit. That's why he chose to stay as captive to keep me alive instead of doing what many other werewolves would do and just fend for themselves no matter what. And he
I have
also,
one question.
Go ahead.
When Lamia described it as every once in a while she'd let him off his leash, what did he do when she lets him do that?
When she says off his leash, that's a broad term. He's still, very much on the leash. He has very little
Right, I
freedom.
know. I just mean that she lets him out and run around and do whatever he wants at times.
Only when Lamia gives him an order to do something. Most of the time,
What?
it's something that he doesn't want to do.
What kinds of things has he done?
He has killed, Lamia's opponent, Lamia's enemies.
Did she
As
ever
far as I
order him
know.
to? Did she ever
Right.
order him to attack a caitiff?
What is that again?
A vampire that's on its own.
Not that I recall. Messi didn't tell me anything about that.
Out of character, real quick. Did we ever establish if the werewolf that attacked Amon was Mercy or not, just from what
That's
he looks like?
metagaming. You have all the information that you're going to get before you.
Well, no, I just can't remember.
You want me to tell him?
Go on.
Out of character. Out of character, Mercy's not the one who attacked Amon.
Right, it's just that
You're just saying
remember-
all werewolves look the same.
Well, no, back during the ball, I remember
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah.
I just remember asking if Amon recognized the werewolf, and I just remember getting mixed answers.
Yeah,
So
the
I'm
answer is
just double
yes,
checking.
because you're just saying werewolves all look the same.
Oh, well.
Okay, that's fine.
When you're going, ah! They all look the same. I mean, really.
Back
So
in
how do
character.
you
Been
have,
there.
so how do you have information on the Ripper?
That's the thing. I really don't. I convinced Lamia to set me not set me free, but go on a walkabout while Mercy is sleeping or sedated. And I got in contact. I got in contact with someone who could get in contact with you because Mercy told me about you.
So we should help you rescue a werewolf because of our own goodwill?
I think I
No, because he could help you. He could help you with the Ripper. You
Siege.
wouldn't like to have someone like him in that effort.
she's trying to say
TJ.
that Mercy isn't only strong, but the pack. He could unite a pack to help us possibly too.
Cedra, if I
Sorry, say that
might
again?
paint this in another light. If we are to believe Nadi here?
Nadi.
Nadi here, that Lami is using Mercy as a hitman of sorts, then isn't that something that we should stop?
It's kind of a cop out. He's a werewolf to do your own bidding.
Well, you have to understand. We both watched our brother die right in front of us. Lamia killed him. She's basically chopped off his arm and started, drinking from the open wound right in front of us, and we both watched the life drain from his eyes, or from his body. He didn't want that to happen to me, and we've been together our whole lives. So.
Cedra will prick her finger so that it's bloody and run it down Nadia's neck, smearing blood on her. If anything happens to us, something happens to you.
Nadi watches as you did this and is like, because since she's a normal human, she doesn't have good reflexes. So you're pretty much faster than she is. And then she says, I'm on the up and up here. Like, I want my freedom. I want my brother's freedom.
Just a little insurance.
I'd be on the up and up too
How-
if my brother was a werewolf.
And how long did this stay? How long did this stay?
How long does
How
what
long does
stay?
the blood, yeah.
I haven't done anything yet. I've only marked you.
Right, but how long
I know, but how
does
long
that
did the mark
last?
stay?
Like,
But I think the thing
what
lasts all
time
night.
period do you have?
No, she's acting in character, but okay.
Yeah, in character, I say it's done nothing. I've just marked you.
No.
It's
So-
merely a smear of blood.
So what happened? What would have to happen for you to unmark me?
You don't get unmarked.
Gotta be a slight issue because Mercy had been, pretty keen on me not being, I believe the term is gold or any
You're
other
not gold.
dominated person. I know,
You're not
but
gold.
he has a
You're not
keen sense
dominated.
of. He has a keen
You
sense
have your
of
own
smell.
free will.
He has a
Why
keen
not?
sense of smell. He can smell, something if something is off on me. Like,
What if we're
Usually-
next to you? You can smell us.
Yeah, she's not saying that she's worried that you did something. She's worried that her brother's going to misinterpret it.
Exactly.
I think your brother would understand a type of security. We don't mind helping, but if you betray us, we have to protect ourselves.
And
Yeah, I
I'm
have
saying
done
this is a
nothing.
brother. I'm saying that this is a brother who has done many things that he would rather not have done to keep me safe and unharmed and untainted. But I have no problem being marked. Once we take care of our agreement, we can go our separate ways. But
Caesar will
if-
take off a
if-
handkerchief and wipe her blood off of her neck. Because if I'm reading this right, it still works.
Is that a substitute? Out of character.
I've pasted it.
Oh,
Oh, he's not in Roll20. No, she's
Oh.
just saying that it still works if the blood's been wiped away a bit,
Yeah.
so it's not as obvious.
She's just had to have been exposed to my blood.
okay. And my question is, this is out of character. This is subterfuge. You're trying to convince her that she's
Nope.
okay.
Nope. Nope.
No, you're not.
I'm being totally on the up and up. All I have done is smeared blood on her.
If it was
and you wiped it
subterfuge,
off.
the storyteller would have asked her to roll.
Okay, thank you.
Backseat storytelling.
I should open up Roll20 out of character. Sorry. Back in character. Sorry. Okay, she lets you do this, and she wants you as you take away the handkerchief and to see the blood on it, and she looks at you, Shidra, to see your mood, to see if she tried to get a sense of whether or not she's been unmarked by your reaction.
Caesar just wipes it off, puts the handkerchief away.
I appreciate that. The problem is, it probably still has a smell, but I will try to explain to him what happened when she's awake. That
So
sounds
we
good?
won't be having you at knife point or anything, so.
Yeah, Yeah, but from what I've seen, that doesn't really matter because some of you can be fast, some of you can be strong. Haven't witnessed much of it. By the way, that reminds me. As far as the masquerade goes, I have learned a few things in my 2 years. As far as the masquerade goes, I'm okay. You don't have to worry about me, being abused or anything. Since I'm a kinfolk, I know about werewolves. And so that means I know about other supernaturals as well. That makes sense?
You've seen our kind be fast, perhaps faster than the eye can see, and do all of these special things. We have seen your brother kill multiple thin bloods and a full-blown kindred. We need a little insurance.
Wait, you need or needed?
Yes.
Cedar doesn't.
She looks a little bit less comfortable now. Listen.
Don't get us wrong.
Go ahead.
Don't get us wrong. We're helping you and your brother because it's the right thing. But we still have a bit of trust issues with werewolves, especially me. Anything we do will be reactionary. It will depend on how your brother treats us. And most likely it will be us running.
And all of you are...
No, but most of us can. And like you said, we can be strong too. We can just carry the ones that can't.
And, that's fine. It's just that as long as nothing happens to me, we should be good.
Nothing will happen to you first.
And, I remember what I was going to say beforehand. This isn't a trade. We don't want to trade Lamia for you. Once we take care of this ripper thing, we go our separate ways.
Right.
That's your agreed?
I have no problem never seeing a werewolf again.
I thought our agreement was Lamia for help with the Ripper.
I mean, that as soon as my brother is free and sees me safe, he's going after Lamia. But
that's the point, though. He doesn't go after Lamia unless we set him free. So Lamia for the Ripper.
Mm-hmm.
We give him Lamia, he helps us with the Ripper.
Yeah. And myself, obviously.
Yeah, okay.
Anything else you wish to discuss? Or would you like Nadi to give you directions on where to go?
The ladder.
There's no ladder, you're in a car. It's not a fire engine.
Oh, why not? It's the most subtle vehicle for vampires.
Who are you going to call? Kindred Busters.
Be werewolf
And hey,
buster.
It's Vitae colored.
Yeah, but fire.
Oh.
Right, but it gets rid of fire. It doesn't cause it.
Naughty.
It's giving. Sorry, we asked if we had anything to discuss. This won't take too long. As we approach the, sorry, as we approach the destination, Nadi said offhandedly, just trying to make small talk, that okay, I'm glad that it eventually had chosen your group. I believe you called Coterie and opposed to a pack, because we both heard some weird things about some other coteries. Like there are coteries that eat each other's pet. Ew. Did you see?
Those
Amon,
crickets are perfect.
I know who that jab was at.
I'm done.
Nani leads the Coterie to Lamia's haven outside the city borders. It's deep in the countryside, and the Coterie would have been lost if not for the directions Nadi provided. On Nadi's advice, the group have pulled up a short walkway from Lamia's actual haven. They get out of the car and start to approach the area. Lamia's haven. They are surprised to find that Lamia's haven is on the. Oh, fuck me. This is what happens when I try and ad-lib in between two blurbs. The Coterie approached Lamia's haven and are surprised to find themselves on the border fence to a lavish, stately home in the middle of the countryside. The lights are on in a few of the rooms, but are very dim. From where the Coterie are, they can see that there's two ghouls who are walking around the outside of the building.
Any
I think I gotta
cameras?
get out first.
I'm saying that out loud.
I kind of duck and look around from inside the car.
You got out of the car.
Oh, okay. Then I look around.
Wits, awareness. Actually, no. Fuck it. That's going to be an automatic success. There are no cameras.
Okay. Cameras seem weird for a place like this.
But we've been burned before.
Right, exactly. I look at Xavier. I guess it won't really matter once he's out, but I know we're going to be stealthy initially, but are we going full? Are we going to kill these guys? Because I can't think of the right word.
Xavier clicks his heels twice, but casts Silence of Death on the first one, so the second one Amon doesn't hear.
You say there's
Caesar
no
will
place
go
like
ahead and
home.
also do Silence of Death.
Yeah.
Just
As
for
you
the
do
benefit
that,
of the
Amon
viewers,
just-
show me Silence of Death.
Okay.
As Xavier does that, I just continue to look at him, and I just shake my head and say, "Show off."
Yeah, as soon as Cedra figures out what he does, she does the same thing. But she does not click her heels.
Monty will just hang back. But,
We gotta take out these
I'm
ghouls
a ways behind you.
Yep.
How do we get in?
They're walking all the way around the house, or are they like? Okay. Yeah, I guess before we go into action, we look for an entrance of some kind.
Do we know where he's being kept? Downstairs, upstairs,
Hmm.
middle of the fucking building?
Downstairs.
Downstairs.
Naughty will tell you downstairs. This location. It'll be a physical cage when you reach him.
There might be I mean, this place looks pretty fancy, but we might luck out and have an outdoor entrance straight into the basement.
Oh, like cellar doors?
Yeah. Or something.
I can distract one guard, but I'm not sure if I can distract both. Especially not two ghouls.
We can
Well, you
we can
can-
kill the other one.
Yeah. I only have to distract long enough that he doesn't freak out and do something from the other one dying. Well, you're more expertise at this, Xavier, so I'll follow your lead.
Cedra, you taking the one?
So where are the guards right now?
They're patrolling the perimeter.
Are they together or are they like
There'll be a
one on
separate
one
places.
side, one on the other? Yeah.
We still have our brand.
Yep.
Did you talk about the brand around Naughty?
No, we were
No.
talking all out loud the whole time.
Okay.
Xavier will
The
head off
first-
one.
The first guard that I see, without a word, I go up and kiss him. Hi.
How's that going? What's that going to achieve? What are you doing here? Tell me your goal here.
I'm distracting him.
Oh.
Do
Don't you have
for
a
me.
kiss thing you have?
I do, but it wouldn't work well like this. I've used
the
it wrong
kiss-
before.
The kiss thing is not an actual kiss, it's feeding. That kiss.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That wouldn't work well for this. Yeah.
Do for me. Charisma. Performance.
Pretty much what I was going for. It's a good kiss.
Yeah.
It's a damn good kiss.
Like putty in your hands, Sidra.
The ghoul basically melts away under your lips. You know that scene in Superman 3 where Christopher Reeve kisses Lois Lane so good she forgets everything that basically happened in that entire movie?
Well, if that's the case, I can just kind of send him away.
Well, you're not Superman.
No, not Superman. Just a really good kisser.
Apparently so. I mean, with the critical hit, your tongue reaches the back of his throat.
No, just Xavier went off to go through the other one. I'll let him go first.
Yeah, I'll try to sneak up behind the other one.
Okay. I mean, that's going to be an automatic success because you've got Silence of Death on.
Cool. I'll try to hit him upside the head with the butt of my shotgun to knock him out.
Strength and melee. Yeah, strength and melee, please.
Oh no.
And he's going to, attempt to dodge.
Can you dodge if it's unsuspecting?
There's always that slim chance that during that brief split second, he might have suspected something, heard something, or just plain got out of the way by pure accident. Oh dear. The ghoul, who is one day away from retirement, hears the slice of air coming from behind him as the rifle butt glides through the air, and he just jumps out of the way. You end up slightly missing, and he looks at you in disbelief.
I go to bite him. Or unless it's his turn.
Brutal feet. Brutal feet.
Yeah, he's just going to try and... He is going to take aim with his tiny little pistol.
It's not going to work. I have fleetness.
Okay, that's great. Is it your turn?
Not fleetness. Sorry, rapid reflexes. It's passive.
Yeah, it does something to help with.
I perceive. I can observe all incoming projectile to the extent I can attempt to dodge.
Okay. So, he takes aim with his crappy little pea shooter pistol, fires up 3 rounds.
Would I use to dodge?
Dexterity and athletics.
Just making sure.
You skillfully dodge every single bullet as they leave the chamber. You're watching them as they cut through the air, and kind of like a superhero, move slightly to the side, to the right, to the left,
Matrix.
and then just give him this extremely evil look afterwards.
I activate prowess and then go to bite him.
Show me prowess.
It's a rouse check.
Okay, do a
Where's
rouse
the
check for me,
ding?
please.
Yeah. I was like, what's with that face, Sutra?
Do agree with you, Bob, by the way.
Hmm.
Cool. So you were going into what?
Feed, bite him. I'm going to bite him first before
You're going to
I
have to
feed,
grapple
because
him
that's how-
first.
Okay, then I grab him
Strength. Roll.
with 2 extra dice because of prowess and a specialty.
And he's just going to try and dodge out of the way.
Oh,
He fumbles over, completely taken aback by the fact that you've managed to dodge every single one of his bullets. You grab him, restrain him, and hold him tightly, like a lover. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing that.
The only thing he can really do is try and struggle against you to get out of your brawl. Your grapple, sorry. Which is not going to go well for him, but it's the only thing he can do. So he's going to attempt to wiggle his way out. And if you could do a strength and brawl again as well, please. Wonderful. Not only does he try to get out of your grip, but you hold him so tightly, you actually end up doing 2 points of damage to him as he struggles against you.
I feed.
Okay. Do your predator roll for me, please.
I think I have to do this first before I brutal feed, right? If I brutal feed.
Yeah.
It is a strength roll. It is a strength and brawl roll. I get a +1 because of prowess. Do I get a +1 because of my specialty in grappling or no? No, just +1. Still ridiculous. Oh god.
And show me brutal
Oh,
feet, please. Show me brutal feet.
oh.
It's long. Watch me take humanity stain. Or 3.
It's a girl. It's not some innocent person.
You sink your fangs into his flesh, tapping one of the veins, destroying his blood vessels, sinking him dry of all blood inside of him. He falls to the ground, completely sanguinated. You may slake 3 hunger, including the one that you normally can't. The ghoul, who was 1 day away from retirement, dies.
What is it?
Little things that are in the beef.
I look down at his body and just kind of kick him under the bush.
Mama,
Meh. Roll him over into the bush.
What's going on with Cedra?
I say in Cedra's head, this guy's no longer.
I say to Amon, mentally, both ghouls are down. You're good to go.
Yeah, you're still kissing one. I go up.
We didn't want to know that.
Really jarring. This is going to be really jarring. I activate prowess as well.
Okay, rouse check for me, please.
Yep.
Gain a hunger.
And I just go up and sucker punch the guy that Cedra's making out with.
I had it handled.
For
Strength
how
and
much
brawl.
longer, though?
It was putty in my hands.
And then that's +3. And my gauntlets do +1.
That's funny. I wasn't even adding that to anything. Oof.
So that's a total of +4
Mhm.
with modifiers. So you punch him as hard as you can in the back of his head. You knock him unconscious, and you also do 1 superficial damage to Cedra in the process, as she was currently playing console hockey with him.
Him.
I was hoping that, I mean, I'm not going to retcon it, but I was hoping it was from the side. But yeah.
Even then, we're a little locked here.
Sorry.
Cedra stands there with her
I
tongue
had it
still wiggling
handled.
outside of her mouth, looks down, and looks at you slightly shocked.
I had it handled.
I just shrug my shoulders and go, gotta be thorough. And go to meet back up with Xavier.
No, now you can do something.
Oh, yeah, actually, Naughty, do you know the best way in?
She showed you. She pointed to it. But with the guard down, the guards are armed, right?
Yeah.
They were.
Yeah, one had a
They
pea
were.
shooter.
Okay. She would try to pick. Naughty would try to pick up one, and just put it in her clothes somewhere. That's it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So yeah, she Naughty showed you the way to the entrance.
Is it to the
No cellar
basement
door.
or is it into the house?
It's the front door.
Yeah, the one closest to the basement.
Okay. It's the front door. I just kind of, not to make noise or anything, but I check it to see if it's locked.
It is locked.
And then I will try and lockpick it.
Dexterity, larceny, at difficulty 3, please.
Oof. Oh.
You skillfully pick the lock, taking the chambers up, and quietly open the door. The corridor stands before you and runs along the entire house. A large number of doors stand along the wall, each one tempting the Coterie to open them.
Silently, Cedra looks at Naughty.
She points toward the correct direction.
A specific door or just in the right direction?
It would just be
The
in
door,
the right
yeah.
general direction.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'll go towards all of the doors and just start like looking at them all like, all right, which one?
She points.
And the door?
Yeah.
No, at the
She
fucking
said that.
battleship that's in the middle of the countryside. What else is she going to fucking point at, you daft pillow?
Oh, I'm gonna go check that out. That sounds interesting. Then
Instant
I
death
go
from
to
a 12-inch shell.
I check the one that she points at to see if it's locked.
The cold metal doorknob turns under your touch. You realise it is unlocked.
I open it slowly.
You open the door, and you see a room filled with animals, all stuffed and put on display. Most look like trophies mounted from a very long time ago.
I slowly step inside and start just scanning the room.
Is that all you want to do? Just scan the room?
Oh, I was waiting to see what everybody else was going to do.
Okay.
I'm letting them on be bait.
I'm in behind everyone, pointing the way.
Sorry, I
waiting for
punched
Armand
your
to do
gate,
something.
CJ.
I'm waiting for Armand to do something because he sat in a fucking car for 45 minutes last game.
Yeah, right. I didn't expect to be sitting in there that long.
Yeah,
All right,
Cedra
yeah, I
is
start
waiting
investigating.
outside the door, waiting to hear Amon's reaction.
If nothing happens immediately, I start investigating stuff in the room. Like,
Do
looking
wits and
for...
awareness of difficulty 2 for me, please. Perfect.
Yay.
You look around, and you notice that some of the plaques are extremely old. They show an unfamiliar name and the year, things like 1810, 1823, the safari hunt. As you wander around the room, looking at the morbid display, you can hear a strange, unfamiliar sound. And then suddenly, you are pounced upon by a very large and slightly mutilated lion.
Now he stepped back.
Upon hearing this, Cedra runs in the room.
What would you like to do in
Oh.
response to being pounced on by a messed up lion?
Am I able to dodge being pounced on? Okay.
Like I said, there's always that small chance that you've got a split
Okay,
second to
yeah.
react.
Just in case, dexterity and athletics.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
messed up
reroll two
lion.
of those.
You want to reroll, did you say?
Oh wait, no, never mind. That one didn't matter. Never mind.
Okay.
Because
The
I can
messed
only
up
get a 4.
lion jumps at you, tearing its massive paws and claws into your chest, and does 1 superficial damage.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. Not bad, as bad as I thought.
Don't say that to the storyteller.
I know. I'm sorry.
Cedra pulls out her sword and stabs at the lion.
Strength. Melee.
Fuck you, lion.
Cedra runs her sword through the messed up lion's massive body and does 3 superficial damage to it.
My sword has 3 additional damage.
And does 6 superficial damage to it.
Still freaking alive?
It's a messed up lion, yeah.
I'm surprised it's only taking super fit. Well, no, never mind. Am I free to take action? I'm not
I mean,
sure how
free
to
would be an
turn order.
exaggeration, but yeah.
Well, I know. Am I
Cedra
pinned
mentally
in a way-
yells for Xavier.
Can I attempt to take a swipe at it, or am I too pinned?
You can attempt to take a swipe at it, yeah.
I would like to do that, please.
What kind of swipe?
With my sword.
Right or left?
Strength. Melee. And lion is going to be trying to bite the fuck out of you.
By the way, Nadia is still hanging back because even though she has a gun, she doesn't actually shoot one of you.
I'm gonna
My
reroll
sword
3.
also does +3.
In a giant clash of steel and teeth and paws, Armand just about manages to very unelegantly get in 1 hit upon the lion's giant neck. With the amount of blood it's lost, it reluctantly falls slowly down in between growls and rests eternally to your side.
I just shove it, like, because it's probably still got like a paw on me or whatever. I just shove it off, and I'm like, fucking, I hate animals. And I get back up.
Fuck has a guard lion.
Xavier walks in. What the fuck? Oh,
The RSPCA have been called.
And Peter.
Oh no, not Peter.
so that was the alarm system?
What are they going to do? Throw blood on us?
Call Peter.
Did I actually see anything in the room before the lion jumped on me? Or lion.
Just the trophies.
Okay. Well, now that that's dealt with, Nadia, do you know anything about this room, or is this a dead end?
I've never even seen that lion before. Whenever Nami lets us out, we just go, back and forth. I mean, I guess they shut down all the security systems and everything. So I don't know if there's traps or anything.
Then why'd you point to this door?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Then why'd you point to this door?
This is the right direction, yeah. But I don't know anything about any other, lions. But
You went in to see the tigers and the bears. Oh my.
You were waiting for
Continue
that.
going this way.
I
Is
just
either that
started
They're already
heading in the-
captured.
joke about
Wheels.
chocolate bars.
I just continue heading
Lion.
in the direction that she's pointing at.
You really should
You
take
can
this one to
find
hang up on the wall. Okay, never mind.
You walk up to the next door along,
What's on the wall?
and you find the door unlocked.
I guess I'm bait again. All right. And I walk in.
On there.
You enter through the door and find yourself in what looks to be a grand library. An entire 30 by 30 foot room filled from floor to ceiling with books.
Out of character. Shiver, is it okay if I duck out right now and come back?
Yep, I got you covered, babe.
How
What do you
about
want
your
me to do
video
with the
game? I'm sorry, your mobile game.
What do you
It's
want
not
me to
even
do?
a real game.
Drop out of it?
Yeah,
Or
you
you
could
drop
just
out of
drop
call or stay
Yeah,
here
just fuck
with
off.
my camera off and mute it. Alright, take care. Be back later.
I just start wandering around the room trying to figure out where we're supposed to be going.
Cedar looks at the books.
Just looks at the books.
Yeah, like scans over the shelf, see if there's anything that pops out.
Do a willpower roll for me, please. Difficulty 4.
Oh, Lord.
Oh boy.
You're unable to resist pulling at least one book off the shelf. As you do so, and start perusing it, you hear a giant click, and an arrow launches across the room. Dexterity and athletics, difficulty 3, to avoid it, please.
You don't have enough dice for that.
No, I'm gonna lose it. Like, do I even roll?
You are struck in the back of your shoulder blade by a small arrow. It does 2 superficial damage to you, and you get Riker's sympathy.
This cat.
Seeing that happen, I'm just like, I hate this house.
I panic a little bit and immediately pull the arrow out. What?
Is there any doors or anything other than the one that we came in?
Wits! Investigation. Difficulty 3, please.
I'm probably not. Nope.
You start looking around the room. You feel one of the tiles give way beneath you. You think that's very strange. Why would a tile give way? And then suddenly, a flame shoots across the entire fucking floor. First of all, Armand, Dexterity Athletics, difficulty 3, please. You
Yeah.
skillfully jump out of the way of the flame. Unfortunately, you must also do a frenzy check at difficulty 2, please. Armand first.
Frenzy. Difficulty 2. Barely.
Lovely. Cedra, you must also do a frenzy check at difficulty 2, please. Wonderful. I have no idea where Xavier is in this house.
I don't think he's come in the room yet. He was in
I'm
the other
coming to
room.
the front door.
You're just standing by
I'm coming to the front door. Yeah,
Oh,
like
you
I'm
came
just
in the
standing
other
there
room
watching.
because you saw the lion.
Oh yeah, I would have come in that room. Yeah, yeah. I walked in and said, "What the? Oh, okay.
So you're kind of rear guard.
Yeah, watching them fumble around.
All right. You're able to restrain the terror that wells up inside of you, keeping the beast down and telling it not to panic, and keep a good hold of all your senses despite the presence of naked and unattended flame.
Is there any like furniture or anything in here?
Yeah, there's leather chairs and things like that.
I get up and I'm standing in the chair. Floor is lava.
You're going to T-pose in the chair.
Yes, no. So, I already don't like this room, and the other room had a lion in it.
Yeah, the
I-
books are a benefit. Cedra
Told her
looks
this-
for a way out of the room.
Wits and awareness at difficulty 2, please, Cedra. Cedra runs her talented eyes over the room, notices the point that Armand triggered the last trap, knows already to not pull any books off the shelf, and gracefully manages to find a way across the room to the next door, which is unlocked.
I'll let Cedra. I don't know if she opens it or not.
I do not open it yet. I scan the surroundings to see if I can see anything else that might look like a trap.
Automatic success. With your knowledge and experience of this room, you know exactly what every single trigger is and can guide everyone through safely. Nothing else catches your eye.
So first I tell Amon how to get there, and then I call Xavier and Nadi and tell them how
Xavier-
to get around the room.
Xavier gives the Dumbledore whelp.
Amon
Trap
tiptoes
room,
his
be
way
careful,
over.
follow my directions.
I suppose I'm going to do my best
Yeah,
fast
Mon.
cut impression. Like, damn, Honky! What the hell drives turkey you shit pulling in here?
Oh God.
It smells like some kind of barbecue joint. I don't know why he's southern, but
Oh, I want barbecue now. Anyway. Yeah, Amon does the thing where he's almost tiptoeing and watching where he's putting his foot down as he makes his way over to the door.
okay.
I wait till everyone gets there before I open the door.
So we walk into a kindred's house. And what was the point? Like, what are we expecting out of this?
We're waking up a fucking werewolf. And
said
hoping
you
it
would help
goes
me
after
find
her
my
and
brother.
not us.
Is this before or after we set off every fucking trap in the house?
Well, the way it's going with you lot, I think after you've set off every trap in the house.
You should shut up. I'm
Would
trying
you
make
like
a
to go
decision.
first, Xavier?
No, that's exactly the point. I just
Now, did you know how much farther we have to go?
It can't be much further in.
Better not be. Let's go.
I look through the door before I enter the room.
You stick your head through, and you see a set of stairs with small electric lamps leading a way down. You can hear the sound of someone moving at the bottom of the stairs.
I take a coin out of my pocket and throw it down the stairs with the intent of it bouncing on as many stairs as possible.
It'll be like 18 steps? It's not
Are
a
any of
huge-
them trapped? Because that's what I'm going for.
Oh, that's what you want to know. No. No, these are like, damn, you honkies got loads of money to just throw around, eh?
It's a shilling. You still use shillings?
No,
Shillings,
not
eh?
since the 1960s.
I didn't
Cedar
think
would
so,
know
but
that.
Xavier will. I'll go down first.
The small stairs creak and crack under your every step. You notice it is a particularly narrow corridor, so everyone has to go down single file. You finally reach the bottom, and before you, in a glass cell, is Mercy. 2 ghouls stand either side of the way into the glass cell. Clearly, they've been instructed very specifically to stand guard. Otherwise, they might have actually done something when you first arrived.
Do they see me?
Oh yeah.
Hi.
They stand there catatonic, pistols in hand. Upon you saying hi, they take aim at you.
Cool. I crack my knuckles and wait for it.
You're just going to stand there and do nothing?
For now, yeah.
They don't react?
I'm gonna try to keep. Okay. He's down here.
I love it.
I follow Xavier down the stairs.
Oh, they didn't fire yet. They just took aim.
Nope. I cracked my knuckles and stood
Gotcha.
there.
Okay.
I follow Xavier down the stairs. Upon seeing the ghouls, to the first one I see, I say, "Hey, I think it's time for you to go home," and use compel.
Clever. Show me, compel. We did.
I should have waited.
Okay. Your charisma and dominate, please, versus one of their intelligence and resolve.
Fingers crossed.
I've got some willpower to burn, so I'm going to burn 3.
Really?
Yep. Ah,
Okay, well, I've got some willpower to burn too.
okay. Do it.
Yeah.
Willpower fight.
No.
Oh, you rolled a 5.
Yeah, I rolled 5, and it's 5 versus 5, and I was attacking.
Yep. And you're the player, so you win. The ghoul guard holsters his weapon, looks to his mate, and then just walks off up the stairs and into the night,
Bye-bye.
skipping. He gets to enjoy his retirement.
Mm.
Well, I was trying to make the other one enjoy it.
Oh, trust me, his last actions on this planet were very enjoyable for him.
I tell the other one you should follow.
That's it?
Do you have compel?
You're not going with anything else?
I'm trying to give her somebody else. I already brutal fed one scene. Like,
He just stares at you. He doesn't move. He's still aimed at you.
Fuck it. I say that in character. I blink over to the guy and I attempt to grab him to feed on him.
Strength! Brawl! And... he's actually going to try and take a shot. Oh, no, he can't really. Yeah, he can't really take a shot at you because you're moving too fast. So all he can really do is try and dodge out of your grip as you latch onto him in the blink of an eye. You successfully and skillfully, in the blink of an eye, grab him, restrain him, and hold both of his arms. He
I would
struggles
like to
against
feed
your
on
grip.
him. I attempt to feed on him.
Do your predator roll for me, please.
I'm all hungry. Words are hard. My grappling specialty, would that count for this?
Not
or
for
no?
a predator feed, no.
not for pro.
Okay, just double checking.
And the only thing he can really do is struggle against you, which I'm going to make strength and strength. And you successfully sink your fangs into his skin and flesh, breaking one of the veins and supping upon his life juices. How long do you want, would you like to kill him?
Sure.
Okay. You may reduce your hunger by 3.
Cool, that's how much hunger I had.
Me too.
And the ghoul dries up like a prune and falls to the ground as you discard him like a wasted piece of plastic.
I get up and I'm just like wiping my mouth.
You hear a slow clap in the background. I guess now we gotta get this stupid thing out of its cage.
Is Cedric giving me that look in game too?
Yes. Yes.
I just look at her and I shrug and go, "What? I was hungry."
Naughty, you know how to open this?
Something about a combination?
Can I inspect the lock to see what kind of lock it is?
Yeah, that's a free action. It's an electronic lock. A keypad
Okay.
lock.
Numbers or letters?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
I start looking around the room for something that might give us a clue. I don't know. Like,
For something.
yeah, like a post-it note or.
Why don't you just try going back up to the administrator's office? Oh, wait. Have you tried
I
moving the
hacked the
cargo?
computer.
Have you tried moving the cargo crates around several times and reloading?
I blood surge and try and use my hacking skill.
Yeah, looking around the room, nothing. That's an that's an automatic
Yeah.
success. It's as bare and barren as
Didn't think so. But
something that
I'll
I
have to
probably
try.
shouldn't repeat on Twitch. It's as bare and barren as Yogi Bear in the desert. A bear in the desert. Bare and barren.
Mercy's passed out, right?
No.
Oh no, he's awake.
Mhm.
But
Okay,
very
she kept
lethargic.
saying.
Said he was drugged.
Yeah, she kept saying sedated, so I thought he was going to be asleep. I kind of just go up to the door and I'm like, "Hey, Mercy, do you happen to know what the code is? There's no way for you to try it, so
He
I
just
don't
sort of
think it's
looks
hard
at
for-
you, glass-eyed.
Mhm.
He is sedated.
Yeah, I figured. Naughty. I mean, I don't really know what else to do here.
Have you even tried doing anything with the lock?
I don't know what the word would be, but because I can't really
Have you tried bird?
bird.
Try
I
bird.
I thought that everybody
The bird.
had heard that the bird is the word.
Thanks, Amon. Thanks. You set her up.
That's such not a fast cut thing to say as well.
I know.
I don't know how to word it because I know I can't just go, can I attempt to pick the lock, because it's not the type of lock you can, because it's
Try typing
I'd
in
be sitting there
bird.
I just be sitting there typing in words over and over. I've tried typing in bird.
Do infamy, intelligence, and technology at difficulty 3, please.
Come on, Amon. Are these not as easy as the old Second Inquisition locks?
Yeah,
Burn.
I literally got lucky with that
Oh!
one. I'll reroll.
That was not luck, and we know
3
it.
of those. No, I got lucky that it was a code I'd known previously.
Armand tries several different combinations, several different words, several different numbers, eventually, somehow managing to find himself stumbling across the right combination. The door gives a loud buzz and opens.
See, that's what I wanted to do. I just didn't know how to not stupidly say, I try and guess the password.
Now, this was
You
originally
see all these little random digits come up on the screen until the first actual word comes out, and it happens to be the password.
You look at the keypad and you notice that several buttons have faded more than the others. You try different combinations using the faded buttons only until eventually you're able to form a word and correct numbers.
The password
I was
is
trying to think on whether or
lighthouse.
not I would have had
Cool.
powder on me.
That's a real tactic, actually.
Yeah.
Password was password 123.
Fucking lying.
Gangrel.
I walk up and tap on the glass.
Nadia said if we got him out, she'd deal with it.
Yeah, I
Naughty.
wanted to know it was us, though.
Nadi runs in, kneels herself in front of Mercy and starts stroking him, asking him, "You okay? I've missed you so much and all these sort of things. And I'm not RPing 2 different characters at the same time." After such a long time, Mercy and Nadi are finally reunited. Nadi has tears in her eyes from the happiness, and Mercy has finally allowed himself a small smile after countless years of torment and abuse. Nadi points the direction for Mercy to go to get out, and tells him to go first on the stairs, as she wants him to be the first out to be able to enjoy the smell of fresh air and freedom. The Coterie turn to leave, with Mercy at the front, Xavier right behind him, followed by Cedra and Armand. Nadi takes up the final position as they make their way towards the exit. A voice comes from behind them, a voice they haven't heard since the masquerade ball months ago. Nadi, the voice drools with a thick Jamaican accent, which I'm not even going to try to do because I can only say one word.
Come on.
Beer can, which is bacon.
My man reach.
I've even written in my notes, I can't do that accent without, number one, sounding really bad, and number two, sounding racist as fuck. So use your imagination.
All I can think of is this Psychic Network podcast I listened to with Miss Cleo for like 4 hours at work this week.
Wait, is she in the
Okay.
podcast?
Yeah, well, it's old interview. She dead. She's dead now.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. Yeah.
So just to paint the picture here, and it's a good thing he's back. Just to paint the picture here, we're in order. Nadi's in the back, and the voice came from behind us. Ruh-roh.
Yeah, we know who it is.
Oh, I know who it is. I'm just saying her positioning is terrible right now.
Oh no, yeah, she's gonna die.
Yeah.
Lamia addresses Nadi, who is basically trapped in a room alone, as the corridor is extremely narrow up the stairs and there's only single file allowed. She addresses Nadi directly, with her thick Jamaican accent that's amazing that I'm not even going to try. I should have known you would betray me. I gave you so much, looked after you and your brother for so long, and this is how you repay me? Come to me, girl.
Dominated or there. Go or shoot that.
Can't understand a word, so I'm going to assume that Nadi is overwhelmed, and the compulsion to do so, as Lamia says, is too much. She can't resist, and is urged into Lamia's deathly embrace.
What was the order again of people in the hallway, in the narrow hallway?
Lamia addresses the group. Mercy, you return to your kennel now. You know what will happen to your precious Nadi. And before anyone else can react, Mercy leaps backwards towards Lamia, his form changed into that of a hulking, killing machine. They hear Lamia laugh, and then several loud explosions rock the building. It shakes, and bits of ceiling come tumbling down like the start of a rainstorm.
We need to leave.
Yep.
Okay, what's the order that we're in?
Xavier, Cedra, Armon.
So Mercy's still in the room or at the bottom?
He jumped
Mercy-
over
Mercy-
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's out.
He was ahead of
he
me.
is-
He jumped over me.
Yeah, he was in the front. So now it's Lamia, Nadi, and Mercy all back in the room with the cage.
I yell for Mercy.
I don't think Lamia is going to give you any.
To tell him that Nadi is in danger.
Well, he knows. He already
So he
jumped.
knows. That's why he jumped at her.
Oh, okay. I was thinking he jumped the other way.
He jumped
Basically,
at her.
your options are you can either try the GTFO by going up the stairs, or you can stay and see what the hell's happening as the building is collapsing in on itself.
Kind of want to stay.
Yeah, I do too, right?
I think if I remember right, I'm trapped in the middle. So
What Xavier's out front. So if we're going to run away, he needs to move first because we can't get by you. So at this
Pick
point,
him
I
up
think
and tie him
Xavier's the
and
one.
carry him out.
yeah, because Xavier would be easy to fire and carry out.
Right.
Less talky, more stabby.
This is just a test out. Can you hear me now?
How much do we care for this help? Kaboom, 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 kaboom.
Yeah.
Be quick. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom.
We need it. to be honest, because we're kind of lost at the moment.
Then go get the girl.
Fuck. Cedar
Later
bites her
on.
cheek.
I run back downstairs. Into the room.
Run? You're a vampire and you run?
I mean, as fast as a.
He ran back down the stairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
One, you were at the very far back, right?
Yeah.
I was, yes.
Okay, so what is it you're aiming to do?
Mercy, we got all the way down here to save the both of you. You have us on your side. Just take care of Lamia. I know you can.
You need to do dexterity and athletics at difficulty 7.
Oh my.
At difficulty burp.
I'd have to get a crit.
Okay.
My
Cedra,
question.
what's your plan of action?
I bite my cheek as I run back down the stairs.
Okay. What's your overall goal here?
To stand out of the way and when I can, spit at Lamia.
You're going to need to do dexterity and athletics at difficulty 7 also.
Not gonna happen. Wait.
And do a rouse check for me, please.
Right.
Lovely. Xavier, what's your plan of action?
You muted.
I activate fleetness and try to run downstairs.
Okay, you're going to need to do dexterity and athletics at difficulty 7, please.
I get to add my celerity. It says add it to the dice pool, so that's a +4 modifier, right?
Yep. Okay.
Damn.
In hindsight, I probably should have done that too, but probably would have rolled about the same.
The Coterie scramble back. Unfortunately, the debris is too heavy and too big for them to even think about going back in and successfully persuading Mercy or Nari to do anything. They turn on their heels with less time than they had before. They just about make it out of the building in time. Unfortunately, various bits of debris and building fall on them. Each one of you take 4 superficial damage.
What if that goes past? I have 5 health and I have 2 superficial. So does that mean I
That goes
take?
into
So one
aggravated
person
shock.
activated.
Okay, that's what I thought. Just double checking.
As the Coterie scramble out to safety, just in time to see the building collapse in on itself, a huge dust cloud ebbs out and fills the sky above them and covers the grass below them in a thick layer of brick dust and waste. Moments later, the debris shuffles around, and out from the centre, an injured but still alive Mercy steps out and walks towards the Coterie.
Mercy just kind of shakes his head, try to get the cobwebs out. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
As he walks up,
Okay.
Cedra fingers a ceremonial dagger in her pocket, but does not take it out.
Shiver.
Out of character.
Not gonna lie, she had me in the first half.
Out of character. So Mercy just wakes up and he was sedated, so he doesn't know about Naughty being buried, or does he know that
Well, if
she's
you
still
were
buried?
here, you would have known exactly what happened. But you went to go and play a shitty mobile game in favour, which you arranged after being here.
That was before. I just forgot about the
But
timing.
you've also been
Go ahead,
copy-pasted exactly what happened to avoid this exact situation happening.
I'm sorry, Silver. I didn't mean to piss you off. I'm sorry.
Minus 3 XP to fast car.
I'm sorry.
Wait, you guys are getting
No,
XP?
No, so I'm guessing I'm going to try to go with memory. So back in character.
Basically, you were reunited with Nadi. Tears in her eyes, very emotional. Then Lamia came back, confronted you, kept Nadi hostage. Mercy jumped back and fought her, and here we are.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. Okay, in character. First of all, I want to express my appreciation for the hope in trying to save us. Unfortunately, I think Nadia didn't make it. As such, I've been in contact with Nadia just before the building started crashing, and she updated me what you did and the agreement. As such, you all are safe. I'm not going to attempt to do anything, but I am really just trying to hold it in right now. I would encourage you to run right now. I will go the other way, and I will try to find you once it happens to me or comes over me. And with that, you go the other way.
I just turn around and start heading to the car.
Cedar runs to the car.
Yeah, I follow.
What would you like to do? Where would you like to go? Anything you would like to discuss on a journey?
Let's just get the fuck out of here.
Pretty
The
much.
car starts up and drives off into the night.
Did we just make a deal
Storyteller.
with the werewolf?
Yeah.
As
We
you
did.
pull
Oh no,
away,
we
you
didn't get
hear
any
a-
damage from it.
As you pull away, you hear a heart-rending howl.
Can you? I'm sorry. A heart-wrenching what? Can you?
Howl.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know he's trying. Yeah.
My immersion.
He wants you to howl.
Storyteller. May I heal a superficial?
Yes.
Same.
Lovely. Okay.
Although I'd
rouse
like to
check
heal
for me,
two
please.
superficial.
Oh, that's
Armand.
right. I get to heal too.
Armand. Your brand has gone. No, sorry. Shut the fuck up. More than once. It's beyond sorry. Cedra, please do a rouse check. Okay. You may heal 2 and gain a hunger. Where would you like to go?
Back to the domain. I'm saying that out loud.
That's best for now.
I don't even say anything. I just start heading there.
Car heads over to the Coterie domain. You park up, exit your vehicle, head straight through the bar, in no mood to look or talk to anyone, and go straight downstairs.
As soon as I go downstairs, I reach behind the bar down there and grab out my bottle.
Okay.
I pour myself a glass. I pour him on a glass. Xavier, you need any of this?
Sure.
I'm actually good, Sudra. What else? I mean, I get to
You're
my
good?
knowledge.
I'm not good.
Yeah,
so,
I'm good.
you need any of this, Xavier?
Yeah, I'll take some if you got some left.
So I take Amon's glass and hand it to Xavier.
Okay.
Yeah, because other than
What does it do?
Oh, it doesn't do what I thought it did.
What did you think it did?
I was thinking it healed and it doesn't. Never mind, I take it back. Pour it back in the bottle. It's Lake's hunger, by the way, so if you still need it, you're welcome to it.
Nope. I'm full.
Carefully pouring it back in the bottle.
yeah, I'm full too. That's why I said I'm good.
I was thinking it healed and it doesn't.
Anything you wish to discuss?
So that was useless.
Was it though?
Guess we'll see.
I mean, he knows who we are. We literally risked our lives to try to help his sister.
At the same time, it's a werewolf that knows who we are.
Yeah, but we risked our lives to save his sister.
We'll see how much honor a werewolf has.
I'm with you. This is also a werewolf being kept in captivity. I know there's probably not much to be said for honor with werewolves, but it's a very specific situation. Sounds like one where he'd be in a hurry to get the deal out of the way and be done with it and move on.
Do werewolves work like that, though? Does a
No, but
werewolf really owe us a boon?
No, I don't think that's the case, but I know for one fact their hunting grounds probably are dying off because less people are going because it's where the Ripper's located.
Yeah, it's true.
They probably very much would like him to get out of their area as well as everybody else.
Yeah, that begs the question: what kind of contact would a werewolf have or know about?
I mean, who's not to say they're nothing like we are? They literally can shapeshift.
Dolores comes down into the office. She walks up to Armon and says, Xavier, there's some strange guy upstairs asking about you.
Yeah, Xavier, why don't you go take care of that? I say to him.
Dolores, are you talking to me or Amon?
It doesn't matter. You Bruges are all the same.
Oh, okay. I go upstairs. I'm supposed to go upstairs.
You go upstairs, and there, waiting at the bar, is Mercy.
And you can see him, he has a change of clothes. He has a new sling around his arm.
Oh, fancy.
Well, hello.
Hello. Just you here?
No.
Well, no matter. I'm here to discuss what was agreed upon. What is it that you think you will need from me?
Follow me. I turn and go downstairs.
He followed.
Dolores, do not let anybody come downstairs.
Do I normally?
Not even you. And I continue to walk downstairs.
And she's like,
As I walk in, as sure as God speaks, we have a guest. And I step off to the side and let Mercy walk in.
I walk in and look around. Is there any place to sit? I say that.
stay off the couch.
Not our pet.
Take your pick.
He takes a seat somewhere in a chair. He doesn't look good emotionally.
So why are you
Cedra
here?
takes the dagger out of her pocket and just kind of puts it on the table and rests on it just so it's displayed.
There's no need for that, but I understand the cost.
It's not for you.
Why are you here?
As I said before, I got some information from Naughty before everything fell down. I was able to get you guys here. And I don't really know anything about the river, but as you all know, I'm pretty capable. So tell me what it is you need from me, or how can I help? And we can start from there.
I look at Amon.
Do you say anything to me or just look at me?
No, I just look at you.
Okay.
Based on what he just said.
Well, the your sister said that she had somebody that she knew that might have information that we want.
Did you say information or someone capable? As far as I know,
Well,
So here's the thing. The Ripper's an abomination.
and with
Do you
that,
know of any abominations in Oxford? You don't know what an abomination is?
with that, he raises his eyebrows and takes interest. I thought those were impossible. I almost said it was impossible, but look at where we are. And with Garu and he catches himself before he says something in a certain vampires in a room together without at each other's throat. So I guess anything is really possible. An abomination. What I do know, they're pretty powerful. what else have you seen it or seen what it was capable of or been to sites where it's been?
Both. And practically all the above.
Take
We saw
everything
it
you
in
can do.
Level territory.
Yeah, take everything you can do and amplify it.
Oh, so it's more powerful then.
Mm-hmm.
Just a slight.
And old.
How do you know it's old?
In vampire years, it's old.
Yeah.
Curiouser and curiouser. It's in the Dauk territory, you say?
That's where we
Just where it
last
was
saw it.
last spotted.
I would think they would have tried to take care of that. That should not be there. Like, it wouldn't be welcome there.
Way I saw it, your guys were running away and ran into our guys, and we ended up having a fight trying to run away from this fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason they may have been running away from the same thing. Not being attacked, probably tactfully retreating, as we would like to say.
Right.
Yeah, it was tactical.
Yeah, it was only 2 of them. And I know you guys are strong, but
Yeah, 2 would not be sufficient if what you say is accurate. I'm not saying it's not. So, what else can you tell me about it?
I mean, it could shapeshift.
well,
obviously.
That's the reason. Have you
It drains
seen
the blood
it?
out of all of its victims.
When you say that, he kind of winces.
it doesn't quite
Have you
leave
seen
them
it in-
whole either.
I'm sorry, say that again?
He doesn't quite leave them whole either.
Have you seen it in its human form? He points to
No,
himself
that-
as an example.
If we have, then we don't know.
What about his victims? Does it just stay in Gao territory?
No, we found his murder sites all over the city.
And his victims seem to be chosen.
Mm-hmm. There's a pattern.
Towards the now.
We just know they're chosen.
It might help me if, to know more, but I'm not going to push the issue for now.
The phone rings. It's the internal phone.
Cedra will answer it.
Dolores is on the other end.
Mm-hmm.
She says,
She listened.
"There's another person here to see you. She says she knows you. She's not taking no for an answer, I'm afraid. Says her name is Sandra. Sandra Green. She looks pretty
Is that
important.
who I think it is? Okay. I can't remember what I named my own person. Is that my other contact? Okay. Who's Sandra Green? We know Sandra Green.
Yeah, name sounds familiar.
What would you like me to do?"
Take her to the
Tell her we'll be right up.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take someone down with a werewolf. I'll be right up.
We're in the office. We can separate the two.
She's right, you know.
I want to know who it is first.
Cedra heads up
I'll
into the
go
bar.
get her.
Standing at the bar, with her head in her hand as Dolores is talking at her, is Pandora.
Oh!
That's about
Yeah,
the
why didn't
intention.
bring her
I was
downstairs?
thinking that was Pandora, but oh fuck, Pandora. Oh fuck.
And you wanted her to come downstairs.
I said put her in the bar, not the office.
Pandora! To what do we owe the pleasure?
I was in the neighborhood, and I thought I'd come in and see how you were.
It's been a night.
Interesting. I can see you've done wonders with the place.
Yeah, we put a little bit into it. You see the stage?
Yes. What kind of acts do you have?
Bands mostly, unless I get up there.
I'd love to see one of the performances at some point. Is
It's not really planned, if you mean my performances. But
there somewhere
maybe I'll
more
give you a
private
call
we could
next
talk?
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember the layout. Can I take her down to the bar without knowing who's in the
Our
office?
office door can be closed. Yeah, we still have the brand. You could tell me to close the office door.
Does Amon still have the
Heal.
brand?
He healed.
I should.
I healed.
Oh,
Oh, well,
yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter if I healed. Okay. Then I will say to Xavier mentally, it's Pandora. I'm bringing her down to the bar. Close the door.
I jump up and close the door immediately.
Sure. We've got another bar downstairs. Come on down.
But she looked at Xavier at the guy and curiously, what's going on?
We have a guest. Not one you particularly need to be introduced to just yet.
Ah,
Is that okay?
yes.
Oh fuck.
Bring me some? No, wait.
Fuck you, I've got taiyaki. Pandora goes down with you. The first thing she says in the new area is, "On Earth is that disgusting smell. It smells like wet dog
We're
down
still
here.
getting rid of some vermin.
I suggest you move with post haste. This is most off-putting.
Yeah, we're still cleaning.
Anyway, I can see it's just us here. Have you heard anything about the ministry or the Church of Set?
We've talked a little bit to our contact, which was interesting. They seem to have sent an envoy, I guess, for lack of a better word, to relay a message and explain a little bit more what they're about. But we haven't gotten to meet them directly yet.
Your contact is skilled. As far as I understand it, the contact is, though a member of the ministry, loyal to their cause, not exactly stupid. The contact knows that the Church of Set and the ministry would mean ultimate doom for all our kind, should they enact what they want to do with Ramlar.
So is Ramlar real?
Of course, darling. Why wouldn't Ramlar be real?
We found that Ixion isn't.
Perhaps, but this is different. There are at least 2 clans chasing after this wretched thing. Methuselah's are most definitely something real. should it be awoken, it's going to make a path of death straight to the Gehenna Crusade.
So it wasn't part of what we found last week?
What did you find last week?
The place I wanted to burn down? You told me not to?
That was one of their warehouses that they're using for temporary storage. It's merely a staging ground, one of several it seems across the entire city, and outside the city. You did extremely good work disrupting their operations, by the way. Sadly, it seems the Ministry and the Church of Set have already got a foothold here. However, anything you can do to disrupt their supply chain will no doubt be of benefit to us.
I have been looking into that. But if there's anything else you know about the supply chain, that'd be helpful.
Sadly, I wish I did know more about it. Unfortunately, the Church of Set know how to keep themselves quiet. The Ministry are so loud with things they don't need to. That's why you need to be particularly careful if you ever come across the Ministry as an enemy. They don't really give a shit what happens. They'll bring the entire Second Inquisition down on us all.
Seems to be a lot of that lately.
The Second Inquisition is a massive threat to us, which is why we at the Camarilla know to just be quiet and keep our heads down. The Anarchs don't. If everything goes according to plan, the Anarchs will be the ones that the Second Inquisition target, sweep up, just as before.
Is it really that clean?
It's worked for us before. It's literally what the Camarilla is about. It's how we've managed to stay in operation for hundreds of years.
And London?
I'm not privy to the private details of London, but I do know that Queen Anne was not particularly akin to the masquerade. And look how that turned out. Let us not also forget that London was not part of the Camarilla officially.
I am loyal to the prince, and I'll do everything I can to keep the masquerade. In addition to the whole point of keeping the masquerade.
I know. What are you doing for the remainder of the night, Citra?
I was just having a couple drinks, relaxing.
Would you care to join me?
If you like, I could go take that stage.
Well, I was wondering if you'd care to join me in my personal haven for the night.
I would be honored. Friends.
Pleasure would be mine. Are you free now?
Sure, I'd love to. What else am I gonna do?
Pandora leads Cedra away. The remaining threes of you, Mugs.
Cedra tells Xavier, I am taking Pandora away from here. Keep me updated with what goes on. Can't hear you.
You get nothing back. I just wait to hear you walk upstairs. Because, Kindred, I can hear you walk upstairs.
Cedra will follow Pandora out.
They're gonna bang.
We're just friends!
They're gonna bang just as friends.
Just friends.
What
Not
benefits?
hearing anything from Xavier. She's like, Xavier, you okay?
Are you gone yet?
Yes, I've got Pandora outside.
Okay, shut up. Thanks. Bye.
Fuck you too!
No, not tonight.
No, tonight that's her and Pandora.
Yeah.
Just friends!
Bang, just as
What
friends.
benefits?
Shiver's got food.
Uh,
Yeah, you don't want to see me eat with chopsticks. It's not pleasant. So,
Okay, well-
Xavier, Armand, and Mercy are left in the office. Is there anything you three would like to discuss?
Well, it
Mercy
seems
would-
our visitor
I
has
could-
left the building.
Cedra has left the building.
What were you going to ask, Fast?
So is there anything else you can share with me? Or you want to wait till we're all together again?
I'm trying to think of if we've shared everything we can with him.
Here's my question, Mercy.
Okay.
You know how to contact us. How do we contact you?
I would probably procure a phone, but I've been out of the loop for a couple of years, so it may take me a bit. But how about if I just come back here next week? About, or what time would be good for you?
I don't know. We can't tell when the next fucking prick request our guidance or skill to do something. You just caught us by chance tonight, actually.
Yeah.
How about a couple of hours or 3 hours earlier this time, same day next week?
If not, you may be waiting a while. Please don't tear up anything.
Try not to take offense of I try not to take offense to that. I'll do my best.
Come on,
Anything
we'll
else you
tell
wish to
Dolores
discuss?
to expect him.
Or shall we say you head out to your havens for the night?
Oh, Mercy. This is going to sound really weird, but that painting right there,
I've been wondering about that, but I was going to ask about it.
yeah, if it talks to you, don't freak out.
He raises an eyebrow. Okay.
That was an old Coterie member. He was Malkavian. That they tend to, yeah.
We only found out today. It's new to us
Yeah.
too.
Okay. All right.
I look at Amon and I just had a realization. This is a really bad idea to put this down here because if another guest comes in and Dolores parks them in our office and it starts fucking talking to them. I take it off the wall. I take it off the wall, walk outside, I go put it in the silent room, and I shut the door.
Book of Xavier.
I shut the door of the silent room.